Let us move to the next topic in this particular chapter, that is sex determination. I repeat, sex determination. What is this called? What is the word meaning sex determination? So first I would like to give the definition for this word. The process of deciding the sex of an individual or determining the sex of an individual is called as sex determination, or the process in which the sex of an individual is determined is called as sex determination. So already we have come across with number of genetical issues in this chapter. Genetics play an important role in the determination of sex of an individual in humans. So how genetics play an important role we are going to see now in determining the sex of an individual. So as I have already talked with you, as human beings we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. How many? 23 pairs. That is the standard number. An individual with 23 pairs of chromosomes is termed as a human being. Among them, 22 pairs of chromosomes are common for all the individuals, irrespective whether you are a male body or a female body, whomever you may be. 22 pairs of chromosomes are common for every individual, whereas that one left behind or leftover pair is different from male to a female. So that one pair is called as sex chromosomes. Called as what? Sex chromosomes. Why are they called as sex chromosomes? These sex chromosomes are helpful to determine the sex of an individual. That is different from male to a female. That's why they are called as sex chromosomes. So if you clearly observe, the sex chromosomes in male would be in the form of X, Y. X and Y. Whereas in female, they are in the form of X and X. I repeat, sex chromosomes in male would be in the form of XY, and in the female they would be in the form of XX. As I have already talked with you, the germ cells of humans always carry half the number of chromosomes at the time of reproduction. Half the number in the sense, in a pair half means only one. So some of the sperms may carry X chromosomes because they carry only half the number of chromosomes. Some of the sperms may carry Y chromosomes. Whereas in eggs, because they are always in the XX form, they always carry X chromosomes. So sperms carry either X or Y chromosomes. Eggs in females carry X and X chromosomes. So at the time of sexual reproduction, if a sperm contributes at the time of sexual reproduction during fertilization, if a sperm contributes X chromosome to the X chromosome of an egg or of a female, the resultant zygote would be X and X. Are you getting my point? So the individual with XX sex chromosomes is termed as what? Female. So this zygote in the future, it will develop as a female baby. Or at the time of sexual reproduction during fertilization, if a sperm contributes Y chromosome to the X chromosome of female or egg, the zygote would be in the form of XY. A chromosome with XY is termed as what? Male. That means this zygote in the future will develop as a male baby or boy baby. So like this, with the help of genetics, based on the pair of chromosomes which are going to be formed during fertilization, we are able to determine the sex of an individual. So like this, genetics play an important role in the determination of sex of an individual in humans. Whereas if you come and check, it is not applicable in all the cases. There are some animals in which there is no role of genetics in determining their sex. For example, if you take turtle, I think you know turtle. Turtle, it lays eggs, it's a reptile, right? So at the time of incubation, if it provides high temperature, if the mother turtle provides high temperature to the eggs at the time of incubation, surely that egg will turn as female baby turtle. Are you getting my point? Whereas in a lizard, which is also a reptile, at the time of incubation, if the mother lizard provides high temperature during incubation, that egg will turn as male lizard. Are you getting my point? So, in some animals, like especially reptiles, like turtles and lizards, what happens? Genetics have no role in determining their sex. Here the temperature plays an important role. That means environmental factors play an important role in determining the sex of some of the reptiles. It is not applicable to all. Whereas there is another interesting example I would like to tell you here is snail. I think all of you may have seen this snail during rainy season. So this snail is having a special facility or ability which is able to interchange, which can interchange its sex. That means whenever it wants to be a female, it can be like a female, or if it wants to be a male, it can change its sex and it can be like a male. A very interesting facility to snail. Don't expect it in humans. It is not possible for us. Only it is possible for snail. The snail is the best example to tell an animal which can change its sex. Are you getting my point? So like this, what happens? In some animals like snail, turtle and lizard, environment play an important role. Genetics have no role. Whereas in humans, like highly developed mammals, genetics play an important role in determining their sex. So with this, genetics part of the chapter is completed. Already I have talked about inherited traits, acquired traits and evolution definition. If we learn those definitions, basic concepts of those definitions and evolution, that is enough for this chapter.